Hi everyone! So this video is a little bit different. I haven't done one of these in a while, but I thought I would because I think it's an interesting topic and I want you guys to know why my skin is looking the way it was. So this video is my experience with being on Accutane. I made a video years ago that was my experience with skincare, but this is going to be a little bit more in depth because I know a lot more than I did back then. Plus my skin is a lot different now. I've been to a dermatologist now, all sorts of things. So this is my experience with acne / being on Accutane. If you find this video interesting, please give it a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe for more of my experiences with. I've made a few now. There's going to be a playlist at the end of this video. But yeah, this is my experience with acne and being on Accutane. So first things first, there are two things you should know about me. One, I've been suffering with acne since I was a teenager. I started getting breakouts around the time I was 14, and sometimes they'd just be random, and other times it would be a bunch in one part of my face, and it would look disgusting. Blackheads, pimples all around the face, extreme texture, all this stuff. And I didn't like talking about it because I had a very negative image of myself for a very long time. Especially when it came to like my appearance and my weight and all of that stuff. And one thing I did struggle with is acne. Now, over the years, it's been on and off. Sometimes my skin would be completely clear, never get a blemish, whatever. Other times it would be completely red, I'd be really sore, I'd have pimples everywhere, it was horrible. I wouldn't say I suffered with cystic acne, I'd never say that, but it was acne. The other thing about me, I suffer from a genuine skin disorder called Darier disease. I don't know how many people here have heard of it, but it is a skin disorder that affects 1 in 100,000 people. It's a genetic skin disorder, which means it was passed on to me by my mother. Someone in her family carried the genetic mutation and it didn't mutate until my mom came around. And then she was diagnosed when she was a teenager. She should have known when she was a kid, but obviously it wasn't something that a lot of people knew about. She suffered with it since she was a teenager. She was on and off of Accutane in her 20s. And it was tough because with Darier disease, there's no cure, obviously, with Darier disease, but it can be managed. So Darier disease, me and both of my siblings ended up having it. We all have it because it's a genetic disorder. The other thing is my children could have it or they couldn't. My grandchildren could have it or they couldn't. My brother's kids, they might not get it. So, you know, you never know. You never know. But recently, a couple months ago, my mom decided we're going to officially take you to the dermatologist and have you diagnosed completely. My brother had already been previously diagnosed, but he had not been put on medication yet. He had been put on some creams, but they were not working for him. The creams that they gave him did not work. He also suffered with eczema as a child, which might have been the first sign of Darier disease, but Darier disease and eczema are very different. So the difference between eczema and Darier disease is eczema is something you can grow out of. You can be born with it and then grow out of it after a couple of years, but usually it's considered a childhood illness. It's something that a lot of kids develop. And it's usually very dry, itchy skin in certain parts of the body, especially on the inside of the elbows, right here. That's where my brother was affected, the backs of the knees, those kind of areas. Your chest, he had really bad on his chest when he was a kid. Now, Darier disease is different. How Darier disease produces itself is in lesions and sometimes pustules, which is disgusting, usually on the torso, on the thighs, on the hands. it can be anywhere. Sometimes on the back, on the arms, it can be on any part of the body. Usually in areas you heavily sweat. Because the main thing that causes a flare-up of diarrhea disease is heat, sweat, and the sun. When you suffer with diarrhea disease, you are more than likely going to burn easily in the sun, which is why I need to make sure I wear sunscreen every single day, and I'm wearing at least SPF 50 on my body and at least SPF 30 on my face, which is why when I'm looking for lotions or sunscreens, always make sure SPF 30. That way it's not too heavy, I can wear it on my face, and it's something just simple that I can pick up in the drugstore and I'm good. The other symptom of diarrhea disease is cracked nails. Can't really see it right now because my nails aren't cracked right now. But usually a symptom of diarrhea disease, it's not just a skin disorder. There are other side effects. Your nails can crack and split a lot easier, especially your fingernails. Your toenails aren't usually affected by it, but definitely your fingernails. You're more than likely to get a rash easily. You're more than likely going to burn from the sun easily. And another problem is that if you scratch and you itch, you're more than likely to get a scar. So a lot of people have scars from it. And like I said earlier in the video, it only affects 1 in 100,000 people. So it's very rare. You're less likely gonna meet someone with what I have. I've never met another person with this condition other than my mom and my brother. I've never met anyone else with this condition. And I'm not saying it doesn't exist, it does, it's out there, and it's horrible, and I hate it. But this is how it affected me. I first started noticing it on my neck, especially in these two areas right above my collarbone. So this is where it was flaring up the most. The same with my brother. We started flaring up in the exact same places. Now his traveled towards his back and his arms. Mine traveled down my torso. So mainly on the inside of my chest. It's also on my thighs, on my hands. My hands were really bad. As you can see, cleared up quite a bit. I don't really have a before and after for you. I wish I did. You can look at past videos of me and see the difference. I mean, I see the difference immediately. Now, when it comes to my face, why does my face look like this? Well, I went to a dermatologist and he said, you do have acne and you also have diarrhea disease, so I want to put you on Accutane. Fortunately, they do not call it Accutane anymore. That is not a name. We just give you a generic brand form, but it is no longer Accutane. So, I'm on something called isotretinoin. It's basically a form of Accutane, one of the ingredients. And it's meant to clear up acne, and it also does a lot for diarrhea disease. So this area is completely cleared. My chest, my neck, my hands, my thighs, everything there is clear. It's my face which is the biggest problem. So one of the side effects of isotretinoin is dry skin. Extreme dry skin. So they recommend, along with taking the medication, take fish oils. I can't swallow that. It's way too big of a pill. I don't know if any of you have taken fish oils before, but it's horrible. Moisturizing daily, chapstick, because you can't get chapped lips. I'm not getting chapped lips recently. Chapped lips have got away a little bit, which is nice. Now, my skin was clearing up very quickly on my face. And then something bad happened. So I ended up getting COVID and I went home. My skin was completely clear on my face. It looked so good, beautiful. I came back and all of a sudden my skin was breaking out again. Didn't know why, very confused. And I realized stress is a factor. My skin broke out really, really bad last year when I started school. All red all over my chest, all red on here. It was horrible. And I thought, it's because I'm wearing a mask every day because we had to wear masks. No, it was pure stress. Pure stress. And that's what happened this time around, this is stress along with another factor. I haven't been taking my meds. Let me explain why. So I was on the isotretinoin for 2 months now. been on it for 2 months. Same dosage, 60 milligrams a day. They're little capsule thingies. So that's 2 pills once a day. Just make sure you eat a lot of food when you take it. So you can kind of take it, just don't take it before you eat. You have to take it off full stomach. So I usually would take mine at night after I'd eat dinner. Everything was going fine. And then I had to get blood work done. You have to get blood work done every 2 months when you're on the medication because it can cause liver damage. I go in, do the blood work, everything's fine because I had to do it before my next doctor's appointment. I get a phone call last Friday. No, not last Friday. The Friday before last. I have no sense of time. The Friday before last, my doctor said, hey, your liver enzymes have elevated after being on the medication. So here's what I want you to do. Stop taking the medication immediately. Stop taking it. What we're gonna do is we'll still talk on Monday. I just need to make sure you haven't been having any symptoms of like nausea, abdominal pain, vomiting, nothing. I had not. I had no way of knowing my liver was damaged. I've never taken the medication differently. I don't drink alcohol, nothing. All of a sudden, boom. Oh, I'm hitting the box. I'm not gonna show you the box. I'm gonna show you what the pills look like. But the thing is, my doctor was like, that's kind of quick for it to be affecting you. Like only 2 months, that's kind of fast. I go, yeah, I thought so. Sorry, that's, the school sets off an alarm when it's 5 o'clock. So now I know it's 5 o'clock. Isn't that great? Awesome. I don't know why they choose 5. Don't know why. Anyway. Oh, I know why. So after 5 o'clock, you can park your car anywhere on campus. That's just something. After 5 o'clock, you can park your car anywhere on campus. And also after Friday. So on weekends, you can park your car anywhere. So on Sundays, they do it on 5 to be like, hey, after today, you gotta park your car in your right spot because, you know, you could get a ticket this time. Because I guess the police aren't here on weekends. I don't know. So, accutane. More important. That's what this video is about. So, I get the blood work done. I find this out from my doctor. I talked to him on Monday on a virtual visit. And he's like, so here's what I want us to do. You stop taking the medication, right? And I'm like, yes. He's like, okay. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to do repeat blood work. Not until Thursday. This is on Monday. Monday the 12th? Yeah, Monday the 12th. Monday the 12th. September. So Monday the 12th of September, I do my virtual appointment because I'm at school. He's like, here's what I need you to do. I want you to get repeat blood work on Thursday. So that was the 15th. It's like, I want you to get repeat blood work done. When you do that, send it to me. It'll go straight to me. And we'll find out if you can go back on the medication. What I'll probably do is I'll lower your dosage amount to make sure your liver doesn't get damaged again. So rather than 60 milligrams a day, I'll take 30 milligrams a day. So I'm going to show you what the pills look like without showing you any information about me or myself. So these are the little pills. So these are the pills I can't take anymore. I might as well just throw these away, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, tretinoin, 30 milligrams per little pill. So I might just end up throwing these away. I was taking those 2 a day, once a day. That was it. And so I got repeat blood work done, and he called me on Friday and he was like, your blood work looks great, your numbers have gone down, you are good. So I'm gonna send you the medication because it comes through a specific pharmacy called Lakeside Pharmacy. I had to pay for it. It was $15. Pretty cheap. Pretty good. But the reason they had to talk to me again is because it was a different dosage, and they had to clarify, like, this will be a different dosage, you understand that? And I'm like, yes, I already talked to my doctor. So I did all that. My new round of medication should be here by Tuesday, because that was on Friday. It takes a couple days for it to process, especially over the weekend, so I probably won't have it until Tuesday, but that's fine. Not in a rush. Well, I am in a rush because I really like to get the meds. So then I'll do that, and then I have a physical visit with my doctor in October because I'm gonna go home. He's gonna see me in person, ask me how I'm feeling, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm good. Only taking 1 pill a day with a meal, you know, doing what I'm meant to be doing. And I'm excited because I really want my skin to clear up, and in these kind of situations, usually your skin does look worse before it gets better. I know it sounds like bogus, especially to my boyfriend, because he's like, your skin never looked that bad, and I'm like, to you it didn't. To a dermatologist it looked bad. Okay, I used to have like blackheads all over my face. This area was covered in blackheads, especially over here. Blackheads all over the nose. I was getting pimples in a million places. They were big pimples. They weren't like, no, like big ones, like, bleh. Okay, it was all over my neck, all over my chest. Horrible. So I'll have a physical visit with him. I'm trying to get booked for October 13th or 14th, whichever one of those days works better. He might not be in the office either of those days, I don't know. He's gonna be in town that week, because he has to be, apparently. He already said he's gonna be in town that week, so I'm gonna be like, hey, kinda need to see ya, because I'm not gonna be home again until Thanksgiving. So next appointment will be a virtual visit, because I'm not able to go home every month for a doctor's visit. But I do have to ask off from work for those days, because it's like, I'm gonna be going home, I have a doctor's appointment, I'm going home to spend time with my family without having COVID. Yeah, I might do a video talking about my experience with having COVID, because that was definitely an experience I'd like to talk about, and something that I think a lot of people will find interesting. But I wanted to make this video because my friend has struggled with acne for years, and she never went on Accutane. She just did creams and facial washes and everything, and she gave me some really good tips. She recommended a few things, but my problem is a lot of brands have stuff with too many chemicals, so I gotta avoid a lot of stuff. I gotta avoid things. Right now, because I'm on this medication, I have to avoid anything with retinol, because retinol makes your skin even drier. So they're kind of like, we need to stay away from retinol. And I'm like, okay, I will stay away from retinol. I stay away from vitamin C as principle because vitamin C always makes my skin break out. Always. So vitamin C, I do not go anywhere near. Makes my skin go wow. Like light up like a Christmas tree. Not doing that. So I can't be on anything with retinol. I can't use anything with retinol, which is kind of annoying, because retinol is really great for anti-aging, but it does dry out your skin, and when you're already on something to dry out your skin, you're just gonna end up looking like a skeleton. But that's it. I've been using the Tayer's facial toners. I don't know which one is specifically for dry skin. I think they all are, but I wanted to try the cucumber one because the one I have is unscented, and that one doesn't seem as good. But yeah, I'm just trying to avoid as many things that can make my skin dry and just focusing on my skin right now. Now, with Accutane, usually by 5 to 6 months your skin should be completely clear, but because we've had to change dosage, I'll probably be on it for a little bit longer, but that's fine. I understand circumstances. And then we'll get repeat blood work again in 2 months to be like, did it do it the same way? Did it do it? And if it didn't, then it's like, okay, we'll keep you on the same dosage for a while. So yeah, that's my experience. Sorry. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning because I had work at 6 a.m. and it's an hour drive, and just very tired. I gotta work on homework. luckily it's not that hard of an assignment. I just have to make sure I read something. And then I have a friend who's asking me for help with it, so we'll see what happens. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos of my experience with blank. Comment what videos you'd like to see next. If you'd like to see my experience with COVID, let me know. I'm gonna post this first before I film my experience with COVID, just to see what the response is to this video, because I haven't done a my experience with a very long time, but I wanted to try it out. See if y'all guys like it. If you don't, that's fine. I won't post my experience with COVID, but if you want to see my experience with COVID, please comment below. Hit the notification bell for a new video as soon as this one hits double-digit views. I want to thank you for all the support on my latest videos. And there's that. Follow the social media links in the description below. I have Instagram, TikTok, Tumblr, Fandom Tumblr, other Tumblr, Twitter. Sorry, excuse me. And over here will be my last my experience with video. I have no idea what it is. I have no idea what this video is, but we'll find out. And there's a playlist to all my experiences with blanks, so all of those videos. And here, it might be with the COVID thing, I might just do a story time. I think I'm just gonna do a story time. So if you're interested in a story time about me having COVID, let me know. I did do a TikTok live about it, but we're gonna do it here if you like. And subscribe right here. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.